like I needed to apologize because of the sound and stuff in the connection. It kind of killed my performance. I apologize. Hopefully you can forgive me. I will not be parking in that spot anymore. I'm heading to work right now. I can't really address chat, so if you're in here, thank you so much. I just wanted to kind of check in to apologize about that bad connection. So, but yeah, I was talking about car garages and stuff today, and I feel like it was a good video. So I'm Loud Italian. Apologies for the car garage live stream. For some reason now, maybe those trees kind of like made it worse, right? Like I never thought about a disadvantage of having two canopies of tree coverage over me. But I think I'm going to be parking in a different location, and I might make my video tomorrow be about parking spaces. So be sure to check that out. If you can forgive the Mando, yes. I can only side glance at chat because I'm driving, and I felt like I needed to at least make the attempt to apologize for the connection. I know you could probably forgive the video quality, but the audio quality, hopefully it was there. And I covered. I enjoyed myself. Aside from that connection, and this may be a reason to do like a recorded video and then post it, so I can play it back. I'm gonna try that too, and hopefully that works. I'll read chat at the very end when I actually park or I pull off on the side of the road. I have about 15 minutes to get to work. I'm gonna do a walk, and it's already hot. It's 90 degrees here on the West Coast. People are already sweating, crowding ice cream shops, right? So yeah, thank you for joining me. I appreciate you guys. I'm Loud Italian. Just wanted to kind of apologize. I know I don't have a title. I know I don't have a thumbnail. It's just a 44-year-old male driving to work apologizing for his live stream just a few minutes ago. But thank you for showing up, right? Like it's all about how I make people feel, right? It's all about like, getting a good laugh in, maybe this is the only positive thing you hear all day. I'm gonna have to turn down my air conditioning because it's like a meat locker in here. You ever get those feelings where it's like your nipples are like popping out of your shirt like two baby carrots, right? That's kind of how I feel. That's how the fall weather happens. But yeah, I wanted to apologize for the bad connection to my live stream. And I know I went a little early. I couldn't help it. I wanted to like get that video out. I was motivated to do it. I was inspired to do it, right? So yeah, this is kind of a bonus video, right? It's just me driving to work, right? I'm probably going to be getting one of those car like holders for the phone, There's an official name for it, but I don't know what it's called, right? The Uber drivers and stuff that have it, right? I might even cover a video on Uber drivers. Anyone been an Uber driver or has been in an Uber, right? Even like Uber Blacks and stuff, when they're picking you up in Yukons and Denali's and Tahoes, right? Yeah, so yeah, I might cover that. We'll see what happens. I have a few ideas. I'm probably going to be covering parking spaces and stuff tomorrow. I touched on that with car garages today, but I hope this found you well. I hope you enjoyed yourself, you know, and I enjoyed myself. And thank you for hanging out. Thank you for sticking with me. Thank you for subscribing. I really had a lot of fun. I'm apologizing to you right now because I can't read chat, right? So if you're typing, right, and you're throwing stuff out in the comments, I'll do what I can. I'll do my best to answer you when I park. I like to think of myself as a responsible driver. I am a father of two. I don't speed, right? I'm that guy on the freeway that you meet that goes one speed the entire time. Like, I may fluctuate here and there to get around someone, but I love hitting cruise control as soon as I hit the freeway, right? I do play games on the road. I do try to see if I can spot the cops on the road before there's a warning on my GPS. There is a really motivated one. He's a motorcycle cop, and he's got the best skills for pulling people over. I don't know who this guy is, but he really like puts the hospitality in his law enforcement stuff. Like he's really motivated, you know, and he's always collecting the tickets and stuff, right? Like his precinct or his department, they're cleaning up. See, now I'm going like 61 degrees. I'm going 61 miles per hour right now. And now I have to go around them to speed a little bit to then slow down, right? So there ends up being this game that happens. It's some weird twisted version of Frogger. Remember Frogger? But yeah, I'm going to drop down into cruise control here. I can't really read chat, so it's just me, you know, kind of coming clean to you and being transparent. The light does bother my eyes. I guess I'm becoming photosensitive, so I have the sunglasses on. Hope you guys don't mind that. I do like looking at someone's eyes. You know, it's you know, it really is the window into the soul, right? You hear that. So, you know, and then there's this statistic out there, right? For those drivers, the average person that drives could have earned a PhD, a doctor in philosophy, who that, you know, spend the time in their vehicles from the time they get a driver's license to like one of the last days. I mean, that's a wild statistic, but I guess it's true, right? So yeah, I just again, and I know I keep saying this, like as I also say thank you. You know, thank you for clicking on my video. Thank you for you know, sticking with me through the bad connections and the good connections, from the green screens to the no audio. I've experienced all of it already. So, you know, I've gone through the 5 stages of grief with technology. I've gone through denial, anger, bargaining, depression, and acceptance. You know, and maybe even the 6th stage, right, which they don't necessarily talk about, but that's meaning. And I'm learning. I'm trying to grow. I'm trying to become a better creator. I'm trying to become a better YouTuber. I'm trying to provide better entertainment. I did update my my bio, so check that out. I'm pretty happy with it. I kind of edited it a couple of times, because, you know, like, what's the point? Why click on this guy, right? Why spend any amount of time of my life on this guy's channel when I have so many other channels to check into? right? Well, I want to make sure that I provide quality entertainment, both in comedy, motivation, right? Gaming. Even though you're not necessarily here for the gaming, the comedy, right? I have a unique analytical ability to analyze the behaviors of others, and the questions that I have that come about that. And it's the everyday stuff that you can understand. It transcends income. It transcends any gender, or it transcends any language, right? I try to be very visual, right? I try to use my hands when I can to emphasize points. So. And yes, I am fasting. I started my day one. I'm back to the grind again. I'm above ground. It's a good day, right? I'm above ground. It's a good day. And now we're slowing down on the road, and I don't know why. That's dangerous. I'm going to go and get in the middle lane here. I'm one of those guys on the road, blinkers too, right? I love using my blinker. I always feel like I'm winning when I use my blinker, because I go above and beyond even on the road. There's so many people that don't use their blinkers, right? And I often wonder, what are they doing in their vehicles? You ever wonder that? Like, what are they doing? You look over, right? Maybe they're arguing with the spouse, right? Maybe they're trying to figure out where to go for breakfast. And you kind of wonder where they're going, right? Are they going home? Do they have to go to the bathroom, right? That's the reason. That's a reason to speed, right? If you're older and you can't quite make it, right? It's not guaranteed. Yeah, that would be a reason to speed, I guess, right? Or you got news at a hospital, right? Maybe you're going to meet someone who's having a baby, right? So yeah, I kind of wonder, right? I know I'm jumping around a lot, but this is some good quality entertainment. This is some. I started out with apologizing, right? But again, thank you. I'm grateful. Hopefully you can forgive the connection again. I'm probably going to live stream again in my favorite parking lot. That doesn't give me any problems. And then I won't have my sunglasses on so you can see the eyeballs, right? I'll be fasting until 4 p.m. So I stopped eating about 7:30, 8 p.m. last night. I love starting my fast the night before. Any fasters out there, or anyone looking into fast? Oh, I'm not going to do that. There's a car carrier right now. Those are on the road. So yeah, that happens, right? Someone's going super, super slow. Someone's going super, super fast, right? There's no one in between. There's no Goldilocks rule here, right? There's none of that, right? There's no just right. It's either too fast or too slow. The behavior of people on the road, it kind of bothers me, right? Does it bother you? Does it bother you like it bothers me? I don't know. I'm kind of fired up. I got a lot to say, right? I got a lot to say in a short amount of time. But I am trying to listen. I'm trying to listen more. I'm trying to talk less. I'm trying to make people feel better. I'm trying to go above and beyond to provide a world-class service. I'm going to go to work, and I'm going to be surrounded all day about people, about those who don't care necessarily about what they're doing, right? Or kind of lost themselves along the way. But I'm that guy. I'm that guy that gets there. I'm that guy that will lift you up if you're down, right? Offline, and that's the channel, right? That's my YouTube channel, to provide relief, right, in times of stress, to lift up in times of feeling down, right? And this is live, so I do trip over my words. I do stutter on my words. I may deviate from my point, right? I get sidetracked. I'm not on notes right I don't have a teleprompter. I'm showing up. I'm trying to give you my best, even on the road, right? Even on the road. So I'm going to do my walk pretty soon. I'm at the park, but I will not end this live stream until I throw out who showed up to my chat. Who showed up? Who showed up, viewer? You showed up. Thank you for your time, right? I'm grateful that you shared some of your day with me. I hope it brought you some joy. I hope it brought you some relief, some clarity, right? Maybe it made you laugh or you learned something new. Whatever it is, you keep showing up for whatever reason you had for clicking on my video. Thank you. And thank you for hanging out. Thank you for spending some of your time, some of your day with me. I appreciate you. I got a cyclist on the road right now, and I'm going to pretend that they don't know what they're doing. I'm trying to be a defensive driver. I do park in the back. I park in the corner. I back in, and I try to find the usual spot. I'm not on a tripod right now. I'm actually holding my phone. I'm pulling into park to work right now. I got about a minute, so I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up pretty soon. I'm gonna address chat pretty soon, and then I'm gonna hopefully. What am I trying to say? I hope to I hope the connection wasn't cut out, right? Hopefully you heard me. I don't have my mic on either. So I might sound a little far away because the sound my phone is picking up. Oh, I can't. Oh God, I'm not gonna be able to go that way. It's too crowded. I'm gonna have to go around the building. So I'm gonna go around the building. I'm gonna slow it down because I'm not one of those drivers who goes through a busy parking lot fast, right? I'm gonna pretend that no one knows what they're doing. I'm gonna be the defensive driver here. Oh, we got my buddy here. He's been doing his job for years and years and years. So I'm gonna make sure. And he walks with purpose. He walks slow, but it's very very consistent. He doesn't want to expel any energy because he works hard outside. And I respect him, right? To be able to purposefully slow down, but and I've covered that. I've covered walking with purpose, right? Picking up your feet. You know what I mean? Having a direction, right? Setting your sail, right? Setting your sail, having a direction and going your course, right? You get those other people who are dragging their feet, right? And they, you know what I mean? They're all casual and they're those, I get by, or, you know what I mean? Like it's like they have no purpose, no direction, right? At least put some effort into your steps, right? At least put some, purpose in your walk, right? It may change your outlook on things, right? It may make it better. You never know. I had to drive around to find my spot. I got it. I'm gonna back in. So I'm gonna go ahead and put my phone down just for a second, and I'm gonna back into my favorite spot. I'm not sure why I put my blinker on. And I'm gonna back in. I'm sweeping in right now. Right? And any parkers out there, any OCD parkers, right? Where you're like, I gotta fix myself, and you take great pride in parking exactly in between the lines. I think they call it equidistant, right? But I like to park just a little bit off to the right because no one could park. It's like a no parking zone on the right, and then there's usually no one on the left. So I give myself, I park 2/3 in the lane, and I give myself that third buffer just in case. All right, I parked. I'm here. How are you? All right, I'm gonna park, and I'm gonna go ahead and let this. You know what? This may have actually been one of my best streams, right? So Mando, thank you for joining me. I'm parked now, so I'm safe. Forgotten 72. Barbara, it's good to see you. I hope you stuck in there. Thank you. Anyone new out there, thank you for clicking on my video, right? Mando with the laughing and stuff, more than one. He gave me 4 generous emoji laughing, so thank you. 8 total though. That's fabulous. That's my wife's favorite number. She always uses the word 8, the number 8 to differentiate numbers for some reason, right? And she didn't realize that until I noticed it. Raylan, good to see you. AAA, AAA, thank you. Good to see you. Everyone out there showing up, thank you so much. I'm Loud Italian. Hopefully you enjoyed this. And again, I apologize for the connection. I think I got some good stuff in here today. I'm happy with it. I might just leave it the way it is. I might not add anything to it. So just kind of a bonus, right? Yeah, thank you so much for joining me. I'm Loud Italian. You can usually reach me at YouTube/@LoudItalian, and I go live most days, like 7 days a week, 9:30 to 10 a.m. and then 12:30 to 1 Eastern Standard Time. So yeah, thanks for joining me. Like, subscribe, enable notifications. I appreciate you. I hope you have a great day wherever you are in the world. And it's not goodbye, it's see you later. Because goodbye is something you say to someone you don't want to see again. So to you, I say see you later. Have a great day. Peace.